welcome to Rana's Radar. Now, you know me at these events, I love the autocross, which is why this was one of the first places that I had to come to here at the Holley LS Fest. That's the autocross happening right behind me. And the one thing that I do love about this is there's several cars on the track at the same time. Some of the other autocrosses we've seen, they have it one at a time for safety reasons, but you know what? This looks so much more better. So let's check out some more. This is my first time at the LS Fest and I'm just taking it all in. We're definitely going to check out drag racing. I would love to see that, and of course there's the burnouts in the donut pit. That's always a lot of fun. I think it's called the smoke show, so we're going to have to see that. And of course lots and lots of interviews with hard-working car folk who've just done awesome stuff. And as I was saying before, I'm looking to expand my knowledge as well on the whole LS engines. We see them everywhere. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are going to be enjoying this, and remember to subscribe and turn on their notifications so you don't miss out. Alright everybody, welcome to Rana's Radar. I'm here at the Holley LS Fest West in Las Vegas. I'm here with Blane. How's it going?
Pretty awesome, Rana.
It is awesome. This is my first time here at an Holley Fest and I'm absolutely loving it. There is so much happening here. Tell us, when did all this begin?
Well, LS Fest actually started back in 2010, all the way over in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So that's where Holley's headquartered and based out of. We started the event to help launch our LS swap products, engine mounts, swap headers, exhaust systems, engine mounts, oil pans, things of that nature. And that event took off. We grew that event from around 130 cars all the way up to over 2,000. And thankfully, we're expanding. We've expanded LS Fest into the Vegas market. We've been doing that for, this is our 6th year. Would have been 7 except for COVID. Anyhow, we also do Texas as well. So we're leaving here after this weekend is over. In about 3 weeks from now, we'll be in Dallas-Fort Worth doing our second Texas event there. So
wow, I love the fact that you have done it so well geographically.
Oh, thank you.
You've got here the West happening in Las Vegas. Awesome place, great weather, as you can see behind me. It's absolutely amazing. And then you've got the East, which is in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yep.
And then you've got Texas as well.
Yeah, Texas is huge in the LS market. They're kind of, well, they're a huge state for one, so that they cover a lot of ground. Dallas-Fort Worth is great to go, give them a place to go to and adopt and have an LS Fest of their own. So. And
it's a big car show city, Dallas-Fort Worth. You know, they do have the World of Wheels there as well. So.
Absolutely, yeah. Lone Star Throwdown as well. Good Guys is there too. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so tell us about this weekend.
Okay, all right.
What are we doing here and what's going on? What have you got planned?
So we got 3 days of action going on here. Everything here has a GM LS power plant in it, whether it's a 4.8, 5.3, 6 liter, 6.2, or whatever else people are doing with them these days. We've got land, sea, and air here. I'm sure Rana's got some footage, cue it up, of we've got an LS swapped experimental aircraft, we've got an LS swapped jet ski, and then,
jet ski. Hey, I didn't see the
yeah,
jet ski.
it's right over here. I wouldn't get on it.
Okay, and there's a plane there as well. So after me and Blane are going to walk over and you're going to tell me about the plane, but hey, I'm going to stop you there. I'm learning so much through these car shows, through these events. I see LS swaps everywhere. It's the biggest thing. They're so proud when they tell me, it's got an LS Swap 3 in it. Tell me about the LS engines, and I know it goes all the way up to LS8, if I'm correct?
9.
9 even.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different configurations, but really it all started with GM's LS1 power plant in the 1997 Corvette. The C5 is the chassis nomenclature, but that engine was really, really awesome. It corrected some of the things that weren't so great about the small block Chevy, and it's pretty much all but replaced it, if not replaced it. So they respond well to modifications. You open them up quite a bit, whether it's the throttle body, an intake manifold, a camshaft, freer flowing exhaust. They love all those things, and they're super reliable. And then they also don't have a lot of leaking. They have really good gasket and sealing properties, and so they're fantastic engines. They really help make a lot of old hot rods much more reliable and dependable and fun to drive, as opposed to the way they would be if they had their stock power plant in them. So we love this event because we do different motorsport segments with it. LS engines are used in almost any capacity of motorsport, from drag racing, which is obviously a huge one, to drifting. We have a full top 32 drift car field this weekend. 43 cars here actually. 32 will qualify. We also do a huge car show for those who want to show off their pride and joy, but don't necessarily want to beat it up or hit the rev limiter.
Yes. That's where we get to chat with the public and find out what they've brought here.
Yeah. And then 180 out from that, we've got a donut pit, which is it's just a square section of K-rail, and people are just doing burnouts and donuts in that all day, showing off what their skills are, what they can do. They're letting it all hang out, and then from there we're kicking it off at the off-road park too. We've got a full-on off-road course built up for a lot of the long travel pre-runner style trucks and buggies that people know and love too. There's one sit right there, a Ford Ranger with an LS swap in it and long travel suspension. So that's a perfect example of what we have out here this weekend.
Now on the off-road track, I have not seen it yet. Is there hills?
Yeah, there's jumps. Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the monster trucks.
Yeah, and we're also jumping a limo this weekend as well for a world record. Yeah, a guy named Jim York is going to be driving a limousine up in the air for hopefully over 80 feet. I don't think so. I don't think it is. I don't think so. I saw it yesterday. It's not what you would think, but that's going to be fun. A little bit funny, a little bit fun this weekend too. So we've also got a dyno. Anybody who registers for any one of our packages for the weekend gets to run their vehicle on the dyno for free. So we're doing a dyno challenge too. Anybody who's naturally aspirated or forced induction, whether it's nitrous, turbos, or superchargers, we're doing first, second, and third place in either of those capacities.
How fast they'll go, how powerful their engine?
Horsepower and torque.
Horsepower and torque.
Yeah, for either naturally aspirated or forced induction. Yeah. So, and then we've got our merch tent here. So we're selling a lot of cool LS Fest and Holley merchandise as well. If you're coming out this weekend, whenever you watch this, we sell it here physically, and then you can buy it online as well, so you don't have to wait in line. And then we've got all of our parts here as well behind us. So Holley is huge in the aftermarket. We love helping people get down the track, complete swaps, enjoy their car better, however they feel they need to, and so we have a lot of the fuel system components, a lot of the wheels, a lot of the brakes, a lot of ECUs, PDMs, all of those different types of things, exhaust systems to help people enjoy their vehicles more.
Wow. Okay, and you've got some awesome rides right in front of the Holley tent.
Yes, we do.
I love rat rods.
Rat rods are a vibe for sure. We've got LS swapped imports as well. Yeah, this one kind of speaks to me a little bit. I'm a huge Japanese car fan. I've got a Nissan 240SX at home with an LS2 in it that makes about 580 horsepower. And then we've got the classic trucks as well.
That's my favorite.
Big body cars, G bodies as well. Early Camaros, you name it. People put LS engines in them.
Love it. And this LS engine here, which one is this?
Not sure off the top of my head.
That's right, the people that own the cars.
But it is turbocharged, I can tell you that.
It is turbocharged, yes. The people that own the cars, they know exactly what's happened, which LS it is. Now, LS3 to LS9, LS9 is more powerful, obviously being more later.
Yeah,
Is
that would be
how it goes?
supercharged. This factory supercharged vehicle or a power plant from the VET program. LS3s were in 5th gen VETs and a number of others. Chevy SSs, things of that nature. Those are 6.2 liter, 430 horse engines. Those are a great crate engine. If you're buying a brand new one to put into something, if you can find one in a junkyard or something, then I would hop all over that as well. And then you find 5.3s, which were used in trucks and vans and things of that nature. Those are a dime a dozen. They're more plentiful because there were more of them made and put into those types of use cases just to work and do commercial type stuff. LS1s were in Corvettes, 4th gen F-body Camaros, also Formulas, Pontiacs as well. And so, yeah, they came in a bunch of different GM products, and then they also had a huge following there in Australia as well with the different vehicles they have over in that country too. So.
All right, well, Blane, let's come back to the Holley Fest. Walk with me over here because there's a lot happening here, and we've been seeing some of the autocross and some of the drag racing as well. Absolutely love it. Oh, there's the jet. Okay, how could I have walked past the jet ski? You missed it. A jet ski with an LS in it.
Yeah, it kind of fits.
Wow. Wow, and you'll be sitting right on top of that.
Yeah, it's kind of where the seat is. So this one's got one of our intake manifolds on it from MSD, our fuel rails, injectors, throttle body, and if the LS swap isn't ridiculous enough, having 8 cylinders in a jet ski, you've also got a super turbocharger back here as well. So, yeah.
What would somebody use this for? Would they be racing on the water, or they just want to go fast?
I think it's wow factor largely, but yeah, people like modifying everything. That's the MO, man.
Now we saw the Speed Demon.
That's a record-setting land speed racer. One of their engine packages they use is an LS power plant.
That was awesome. We got a great interview there with Brian and I'm going to say Steve. I hope I don't get that wrong.
Yeah, Steve's one of the guys. Steve over there.
Okay,
and then we've got
this.
Yeah, this is Jonathan Peterson's experimental aircraft. I cannot remember the make and model of it off the top of my head, but it uses a reduction gear system to power the prop, and it'll do about 200 miles per hour in its current configuration.
Which
and
is
I'm sure
for the smaller planes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's operating kind of right there within its window of operation there, and that's definitely garnering a lot of attention so far this weekend.
Well, it's very fitting to say the least, because as you guys have been seeing, we've got fighter jets just flying overhead.
Yeah, it's a lot of America going on right now. Friday, we usually get a free air show because, for those who aren't familiar, we're at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, which is juxtaposed right across the street from Nellis Air Force Base, which is where a lot of the fighter jet programs are operated out of. So, infrequently, we're seeing F-15s, F-16s, F-18s, F-22s, F-35s, all flying over A-10s as well.
So close.
Yeah, they kind of come right up here as they leave their base, and they fly right over the drag bleachers, and people stop what they're doing and watch them, and it's cool to have that going on. So
we definitely got some footage of that, and that happens only on the Fridays. They won't be doing that on tomorrow?
Yeah, probably not. I don't think they work weekends.
Okay.
They've been doing it all week while we've been setting it up. So
well, that's pretty good, and that's good for me to know, because we've already had to stop and start a few times. Every time the jet would fly by, and I've been enjoying it, but I'm glad it's actually not happening tomorrow, so we could get some non-stop footage. Now, this is awesome. Obviously, people have been registering for the Holley Fest. Blane, tell me about that for people wanting to get involved for the Texas show.
Yeah, so Texas is May 19 and 20. It's a 2-day event in Dallas-Fort Worth at Texas Motor Speedway. We're doing all the same things that we do here, there, so don't feel like you're going to miss out. Well, we don't do an off-road track, I will say that, yet, at least. But we will be doing drag racing, drifting. The drag racing is a little different there. It's no prep drag racing at that facility because they don't have a true drag strip. We actually drag strip. No prep style on their pit road. So that's pretty exciting as well. Autocross Grand Champion competition is standard fare. We've also got a huge car show, and we're excited to come back to Texas and see everybody there that are our friends and customers.
And you told me that the mecca of the Holley Fest happens in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yeah, that's where we're headquartered. That's where I'm from, actually. And so Bowling Green, Kentucky is a car town through and through. Beach Bend Raceway is located there. That's an old school, well-revered NHRA track, and so we love having that there. They have an oval track. We also have an off-road activation going on there at the top of the hill on the property, and then we also have the LS Fest East is so big that we have to do things at different tracks. So we have NCM Motorsports Park across town as well. That's a 3.2-mile road course. And so we have half of our group of autocrossers and Grand Champion competitors over there. And then the other half is at Beach Bend. They swap halfway through the day so they can get time on both tracks. We have a road course challenge going on in Bowling Green as well, because we have a road course there and you kind of have to. If you have one, why not? We'd hate to have that and not use it.
Yep.
So anyway, yeah, it's that's the largest event, and we'd love to invite everybody out to help make that get even larger.
Okay, so people wanting to go out there and register themselves, whether it's for Texas or for the big one in Bowling Green, Kentucky, where do they go? What's their website?
Easy, lsfest.com. Registration is live for all of our events this year. We also have some other ones if you're not on the LS bandwagon. So if you're a Mopar enthusiast or a Ford Blue Oval lover, we've got Ford Festival, which happens in tandem with NMRA World Finals. That takes place late September, early October. And then Mo Party is a couple weekends before that. That's September 15th through 17th. And that will also be at Beach Bend Raceway in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Awesome. Absolutely love it. I appreciate this so much, Blane. Thank you.
Yeah, happy to do it. Good to meet you.
Same here. Everybody, I was on my way to the drag racing to check that out. We were just looking at the autocross, but I had to stop. How could I not stop? Legendary Speed, like the Speed Demon, no idea what it is. All I know is that's one big engine in there. Brian, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Steve, you come on in as well. I'm going to give you guys, you can hold the mic, you can share it, but please tell us exactly what have you got in front of you.
What's that?
What have you got here in front of you?
This is a car called the Speed Demon. It's the fastest piston and wheel powered car in the world. And our top speed is 481.5 miles an hour.
Okay, wow. I have so many questions. But first of all, where is this raced at such a high speed?
Bonneville Salt Flats.
Where?
The Bonneville Salt Flats.
Okay, and where is that? I don't know.
That is in Utah.
In Utah.
It's right
Wendover, Utah.
in Wendover, Utah.
And there's others like this as well?
Yes, there's a few streamliners, but it started way back in like '63. Breedlove had a jet car that went 500, 400. Then over the years, like Alteague had a car that went 400, and it's just a long-standing place on earth that you can go and just go as fast as you want to go.
Wow, 1963. Now you all know that I love history. That's why we're looking at classic cars. Take me back to 1963. Who invented it? And
Well, it started back in the 30s or 40s, and Wally Parks started a trophy called the Hot Rod Trophy, which is the fastest single mile pass of the meet for speedway. And there's been guys on it for, I think Alteague's on it 11 times. We're on it 10 times, so it's definitely the fastest pass that you can make it on.
I love those fighter jets. You have to love the jets.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're cool.
Super cool. Before we talk about what engine you've got here, what engine did they have in '63?
Well, they had all kinds of engines in '63, but Breedlove went with a jet car and went 400 something, then he went 500, and he kind of set the tone for everything that was happening. And all all of us kind of look up to him as a hero and stuff. And he had just passed away actually not too long ago. And we're actually going to get his car and restore it, I think, and put it back in a museum. So
I would love to see that. Jet car, I'm thinking of a jet engine.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's, you know, twin engine, big block Chevys, twin engine Chryslers that all, Danny Thompson went 448 in his car. And I mean, there's just a lot of different styles. It's unlimited, so there's really not that many rules.
We'll go there, we are going to check that out, but hey, let's talk about the engine in front of me here.
So this engine's a LS, let me turn this off. This is the LS Dart block, and Kenny Duttweiler builds our engines. He's built them from day one. It makes approximately 2850.
Uncorrected.
Yeah.
Corrected, it makes just under 31.
Twin turbocharged. It's got twin precision 88 stage 2s. It's, you know, air to ice intercooler.
What's the leader?
Steve, I'm trying to understand, where does it start and where does it finish?
Oh, so this is the water tank.
Okay.
So these are all the dry sump oil tanks and the breather tanks here. Of course, the engine's here. Then you have the bell housing. Then we have a Liberty air shifted 7-speed underneath the intercooler. Oh, and then we have twin 88 precision turbos. And then the intercooler, this is where you put the ice. It goes down to the side to the ice tanks, then goes through the intercooler and back to the ice tank. Then just basic rear suspension, cantilever suspension, and a 16-gallon fuel cell that we run on methanol.
Nitromethane?
No, just methanol,
Just
alcohol.
Just alcohol, pure alcohol.
Yeah, just pure 100% alcohol.
Okay, that's why it goes so fast. That's why it goes so fast. Now, we know there's a lot of crazy nuts out there who just want to keep making their cars go faster and faster. Can someone put this in a car?
I imagine you could, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and
Yep.
what LS did you say it was?
It's a,
It's a Dart LS. It's a Dart-based block. It's one of Dart's compacted graphite blocks. This was one of the first ones. That and Dart heads. So it still is an LS. What generation it is, I really can't tell you. It's one of the first generations that Dart made.
That's going to be a lot of fun for all my footers today. And of course, it's been customized, dynoed completely in order to run with that alcohol fill as well.
Yes.
This is awesome. I love it. Is there any chance, and I know this is a long shot, of turning it on?
possibly later on today we could.
Okay.
I just got a call back to the shop. I know we ran at the shop the other day, and I don't know if anybody took anything off it or not. I have to ask them.
Well, I'm going to be walking around and I'm trying to come back again later on.
Okay, yeah.
I'd love to see this get turned on.
Yeah, I'll check and see if I can do it before the end of the
That
day.
is awesome. Thank you so much, you two.
Okay, thanks.
That was awesome. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Everybody, it's been an absolutely epic day here at Holley Fest. It's the Friday, the first opening day where all the spectators are able to come in. Now, you know this plane. I was here with Blane, the organizer behind Holley Fest, and that's where we did our interview, and he told me a little bit about it. But to my luck, and I'm always lucky when it comes to these things, I'm about to drive home, and then I'm giving Jonathan one of my cars, and he's like, hey, have you seen my plane? I'm like, you're the guy with the plane, Jonathan.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm Jonathan, Ultima JP, and this is my LS1 powered Vans RV7 airplane.
All right, Jonathan, so many questions here for you. First off, we're here at a car show, and you've got your plane, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. It stands out. Nothing like having a plane to sit in, and you've got an LS motor in there as well. Now, let's start with the basics. What was the plane again?
It's a Vans RV7A. The A just signifies that it's a nose wheel. They make the same plane but tail wheel. Because the engine's so heavy, I needed the nose wheel, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. Planes. Now, my question is what we do on Runners Radio is we ask you, what's your story? Why do you like this car? What's the connection there? Why the plane for you?
Yeah, great question. So I wanted to get my pilot's license, and after I got my license, I realized I just spent a ton of money on a card that really I couldn't do much with. So I reached out to my network, told everyone I was looking to buy a plane, and I came from cars originally. So people started sending me planes, and then someone in my network sent me this one, and it actually wasn't for sale. I had to bother the owner.
I love those stories.
For probably 6 months before he finally decided that he would sell it to me. So, which was pretty cool.
Now, you're very persistent, and I love that. We love hearing stories of people persistent on chasing their dream cars. In your case, your dream plane. What made it so special?
Yeah. The LS1 motor is what made it special. I love LS motors. I think they're the most reliable engine in the world. I know I'll get hate for that, but I had a Chevy Silverado, and that thing, I beat the crap out of it. It was like the first car that I bought, and it lasted forever. It had over 300,000 miles on it, and so I just am a huge fan of the LS motor. There's not a lot of LS powered planes out there. I mean, you could probably count on both of your hands the amount of people that put LS1s in planes. And so I just knew I had to have this. It just fit my personality perfect.
Love it. I'm loving it. I do like planes. You guys know I've mentioned this a couple of times. I do like planes. I like anything with a big engine in it. But planes, I do like. I've checked out a few aviation museums, so it hasn't been on the channel yet, but I do like the planes. Now, Jonathan, let's have a closer look at this.
Sure.
This is awesome, and you got it exactly as it is. You haven't painted it or anything?
No, this is for the most part. I'm changing a lot of the avionics on the inside. I'm actually headed out to Florida. We're gonna redo the entire wiring harness, just some things for safety, right? That was kind of the big reason a lot of people didn't fly a P4 is because there's not a lot of things that are actually known about the plane. The guy that originally built it back in 2003. He was an A&P, and he actually passed away. And since he passed away, the plane has passed through a couple of hands, but nobody that was really an enthusiast like I am. And because it's passed through those hands and the builder passed away, not a lot of information on it. And that's kind of where I'm trying to bridge the gap of, what was done to it originally and what can I do to it to make it better.
Okay, I love that. And because you're a car guy and you're talking about wiring and changing it, I'm guessing this is going to start looking real pretty as well.
Oh yeah, that's the idea.
When it comes to wiring, you can do anything you want, right?
As long as your pocketbook is big enough.
There you go. But hey, all the greatest projects do take time.
And money.
And money, of course.
A lot of it.
Of course. Now, you said something about the inside. What was it? The
avionics.
Avionics.
Yeah.
What is avionics?
So the avionics, basically it's all the instruments that tell you how you're flying, your airspeed, if you're flying level, your altitude. It even includes like your radio that you communicate to air traffic control and other pilots with, your transponder, which is how air traffic control can see you going through the air. And then also your engine monitoring stuff.
So I'm thinking gauges.
Exactly correct.
The dash of a car, of the plane, is avionics.
Correct, exactly.
That's the new thing that I have learned today on the Friday of the LS Fest. I always learn something new on these car shows. This is it right here.
That's it, yeah. So in old airplanes, they're called steam gauges. That because they were run off of steam and air pressure and things like that. So now what I'm putting in there is all electronic. It's going to look a lot more close likely to a lot of these guys with their custom Holley EFI displays.
Nice. Well, on that note, Jonathan, why don't we go and have a look inside?
It's not done inside.
It's not done?
Yeah.
Is there a seat?
There's not. We had to pull everything out to put the wings on and take them off, so there's nothing inside right now.
Okay, okay.
That's just the cowling. So you can see the cowling in there. It's a two-seater, not a lot of room, but...
So when are you going to fly this?
Hopefully, I think, what is it? May, June, by July, I think we should be back up in the air.
Okay.
So, and I have flown it, so I do have about 50 hours in the plane, and the airframe has about 300 hours total on it.
Nice, nice. Absolutely love it. Now, you said you are a car guy, and you're on a car channel. So what cars do you have, or what car have you had that you really like?
Yeah, so before this, I had a Viper that I had fully built. It was 920 something wheel horsepower on E85, and I had a mishap where this tree jumped out in front of me.
Oh, of course it did.
Yeah, it was the craziest thing.
Yeah, you know, those trees they just start wandering every now and then.
Exactly. So basically after that, I decided to get into airplanes because there's no trees in the sky.
There's no trees in the sky, you can just fly above it.
Exactly correct. Couldn't have said it better myself. So.
That works. Absolutely love this, Jonathan. All the best to you, and hopefully we'll catch you at some other time when we can see that engine all done up.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Alright everybody, we're always checking out vendors at the car shows, and of course I'm walking by and what do I see? Disc Brakes Australia. DBA. I was like, I have to walk over here. Matt, how are you today?
I'm doing great. It's great to be out here doing some more car shows, showing our product, talking to a bunch of kids, giving them some stickers. You're welcome.
Well, what's an American like you out here selling Australian product, and what are you selling?
So we sell...
Yep, it's the jets.
So we sell upgraded performance pads and rotors. I connected with DBA through my history in the brake industry in the US. So I got a connection with them, fell in love with their products, tremendous quality, great team back home working on it all. Had an opportunity and I was able to get on board with them.
Well, that's awesome. So what makes the disc brakes at DBA different? Gotta love the name Kangaroo Paw.
Yeah.
Doesn't get more Aussie than that.
No, so it's kind of describing the vent structure internally of our rotors.
There's none, and then there's just one after the other.
Yes.
We might have a little break.
A little break after the 10 go out. So it creates this little pillar and structural support to the rotor, so under hard braking or heavy towing and hauling, it holds up without deflection as much as the conventional rotor. And then the airflow through it helps reject heat out more efficiently, so your rotor recovers quicker, leads to better pad wear, longer rotor life.
Especially if you're racing.
Yeah, racing, towing and hauling, overland commutes starting to get really big in the US and big in Australia.
Yep.
It's just a great product that fits in those markets really well.
Right, and this is actually made in Australia.
Yes.
And people put an order in, and then you put the order through to Australia in Parramatta. I'm not complaining. Maybe I will at the end of the day, but at the moment I'm still enjoying that now. In Parramatta, nonetheless. So it gets made there, and then they ship it over to your orders.
Yes, yeah, they ship it over. We have a US-based warehouse where it's all stored and fulfilled all in North America out of it.
That's awesome. DBA.com?
Yeah, dba.com.au or
.au, of course.
dbausa.com as well, both of them.
That's awesome. Disc brakes are cool, and especially when people are making custom cars, they obviously they're spray painted, they match it, and it always stands out, especially at the show cars that we see. So that's pretty cool. And diamond and teardrop pillars. Tell us about that.
That's the vane structure internally. The teardrop or the kangaroo paw design that we put inside the vane structure of our rotors.
Okay. Well, that's super cool. And you enjoying yourself here at the Holley Fest?
Of course, it's always great to be out here.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Thank you.
Of course, with all the vendors here, there's also merchandise which people absolutely go crazy for. So as you can see the lines, and you can actually pre-order these online as well through the phone, and then you just come back here and pick up your order, which is what I think is happening.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, people love the merch. You know, they order it, they line up for it, and it does look good, especially when you want to attend the Holley Fest and you can be wearing your own shirts. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Big lines always. So see the QR code? All you got to do is scan it, and it takes you straight to the shop. You order whatever you want, you pay for it, then you just come over here and you can pick it up. And the other thing we've got to check out today is the off-roading course. Only clothes. Check out the clocks. Love the signs. How's it going?
Good, how about you?
Good, it's so busy here. You guys are killing it.
It's fun, it's fun.
Alright, there's Adam. Let's go check out the back.
Yeah, let's do it. So let's start at the very beginning.
Wow, no what? I'm thinking there's not enough shirts at the front for everybody lined up.
Yeah, right?
Look over here, everyone.
So yeah, we have all the stock, all these are stock with every single size. So we have people that are taking orders, and then we have order takers that pulls every single one of them, and then we have stockers that restock them all at the same time. So it's quite a process.
A well-oiled machine.
Yes, it took a few years to get this down, but it's getting there. We still have a few little snacks, but we're working.
But you know, your staff are killing it. They're in such good spirits. It's hard, but everyone's got a smile on their face.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
we have about 20 or 25 to 30,000 people that come through here, so.
Wow, there you go.
Nice.
There you go. But yeah, there is a lot of merchandise back here.
Yeah.
So what's your biggest seller?
Usually the main event team.
The main event team.
Yeah, and something else to tell you about the main event team this year, and actually let's just go to the front where we have it hanging out.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's look at this one over here. Every event that we have, we always have a main event tee, and it's an engine, an LS engine. And this one actually has, they always have all of our parts on them. So this one actually has our ultra low intake with the dual injection system, MSD coils, STS turbos. It has our mid-mount kit on it. So it's all of our parts incorporated on it.
Wow, and it's been done so good, and it looks great as well. No wonder people want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, one of the things that's amazing is there's no tank tops for guys.
I know, we actually were asked that today a few times, so we're going to definitely put that on the roster. Yeah.
Well, there's the feedback that I got from the public as well. You guys need tank tops because it's so hot out here. Everyone's just sick and tired of getting the tan line.
Yeah.
I know I am. Stuff looks good. You've got clocks, you've got signs, you've got it all.
Yeah, definitely.
Love it. Look at this crazy crowd. Look at it. You know, I've got my cap collection. Some of you have sent me some awesome hats, but Adam's gonna hook me up black and white one's pretty cool.
Yeah, 38.
Yeah.
We have two variants. We have the small and large. We have the light.
Awesome. I'm gonna add this to my cap collection.
I'll be right back.
And it's still like that.
What's your name?
Rebel.
Rebel?
Yeah.
With a V or a B?
Yeah, a B.
Oh, I thought it was B. I was like, that is a sick name. Rebel, hello. Check out my hat.
Like it.
Got a long day. Hydrated. You guys are absolutely killing it. This is the biggest merchandise I've ever seen.
Yeah, we've been non-stop all day.
For someone who's been here all day, you look really fresh. Can I just say that? I've got black on my face. I've been there with the boots and stuff, but you look fresh. Stay fresh, and I'm glad you guys have got the big fans as well. You run Holley LS. What's your favorite car?
My favorite car, I would say, Chevelle. It doesn't really depend on what kind of car. I like Walmart, but I really like trucks. I'm a girly girl, so I like to be working on cars and everything. So it's just like, yeah, I'd rather get my hands dirty than being dressed up in dresses and all that.
Yeah, I knew I liked you. That's why I called you over. Because you guys all here that absolutely love it. You like the classics, you like trucks, you want to get your hands dirty.
Yep. And I'm going to school. I'm going to UTI for doing NASCAR, working on NASCARs.
It just keeps getting better and better, and here you are being all coy and just saying hello.
Yep.
Absolutely love that. Good for you, hon. Hope to catch you again someday.
Yep.
Thank you. How's it going?
Something a little too big.
Oh, okay. How's off-roading?
Oh, it's so much fun.
I'm about to go there see it for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, we're going to see the limo jump. Are you going to go back out there as well?
No, I just broke the back of the truck, unfortunately. We were out there jumping like 120 feet.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. But you love this.
Oh, that's what we do it for.
What's your name?
My name's Anthony West.
Anthony West, so nice to have you here on Rana's radar. How long have you been off-roading for?
Since I was a baby.
Since you were a
Yeah,
baby.
it's in my blood.
We love the monster trucks. That's why I'm so excited to go check it out.
Yeah. Honestly, the best part is we try and break our stuff. Like, that's our goal, is to break it. Now, if it doesn't break, that's cool, but we're pushing it to the end.
So it sounds like you've really pushed it to the end. And I missed it.
Yep. Oh, well.
Thank you so much, Anthony.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Las Vegas Motor Speedway is massive. Now we've been seeing the burnouts, we've been seeing the autocrossing, the drag racing, and then they've got a whole nother section, which I'm walking to now, for the off-roading track. I'm super excited to see this because I do love monster trucks and I love the jumps that they do. Great suspension, but not only that, we're going to see a limo jump 100 feet or over 100 feet. So that's going to be super fun, but hey, let's check out some of the off-roading trucks, see what they've got. I love the purple. How's it going, you guys?
Good, how are you?
You've already done some off-roading. You're going to be doing some more?
Maybe. I think we have one more run.
Maybe one more run. What's the truck? What have you got?
It's called the Trophy Bug.
The Trophy Bug.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What makes it so special?
Well, it's a trophy truck chassis with a 1969 Volkswagen body on it.
That's why it's looking so cute. I had to be drawn here and I'm loving the purple on it as well. Now what makes this baby jump?
The King shocks, definitely. We got the best King shocks on this thing, the 4.5 bypasses on it. That's what really makes this thing ride like it does.
Now you guys, I'm Rana. What's your name?
Aaron from Barbecue.
Kevin.
Nice to meet you both. I will stay cool. And I was just going to say, I'm going to stay cool, a lot cooler than you guys.
Oh yeah,
You're in the suits, you've got the helmets on. Stay hydrated.
Thank you.
Okay.